me to have something, another fluid? What do you want it to be? Do you want it to be Sprite? I mean, what do you want?
Your next comic, the very funny Allison Stapp!
Hey, thank you guys so much for coming out. Keep it going for all the other comics you've seen. It's been very fun so far. Let's see, are we drinking tonight? Make some noise if you're having some drinks. All right, a few of us. All right, make some noise if you smoked some weed before this. All right, very nice. A little more delayed on that one, but totally makes sense. I enjoy smoky weed myself. The other night, though, I think maybe, thank you. The other night, oh, that was really delayed. All right, yeah. I did have some weed earlier this week before I watched some TV, and it just makes everything a little bit more fun, you know? Like, I was watching TV, I saw that they're making a live-action reboot of The Brave Little Toaster. And I was so delighted by this until the next day I found out that I was just too high watching a Bed Bath & Beyond commercial. So, what are you gonna do? But yeah, I am single right now. I'm dating. Went on a first date recently with a gentleman, in case you're wondering. And he worked at Spectrum. And I only went on a date with him because that's just like what you have to do to cancel Spectrum. We've all been there. It's not fun. But yeah, I don't know. The date didn't go super well. I feel like I have been struggling to date recently. I think, like, if you really look at my history with dating, you would probably notice that typically I'm the one that wears the pants in the relationship. And that is because I exclusively date nudist men. It's just something I like. Nudist men that are also pussy-ass bitches. So kind of explains my situation. But yeah, let's see. I did recently find out actually that a coffee table that I thrifted for $30 is actually worth $3,000. Okay, yeah, thank you. I was very delighted by this. But that also means that at the age of 29, my greatest financial asset is a coffee table. So that's crazy. Yeah, I am 29. At the age of 29, I had my first bra fitting since I was in the 7th grade. I mean, you guys should be applauding me. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, all right, thank you, one man. Thank you. All right, a few of us. No, it was, actually, I would recommend every woman to get a bra fitting because actually the lady that did it, she was like, okay, actually most women are wearing a bra that does not fit. Most women have breasts bigger than they think. And I don't want to give too much away. I don't want to be too crass, but let's just say that I did name them Dungeons and Dragons, okay? And this was huge for me. I don't know, I feel like ever since then I've been acting different. I feel like I'm more confident. My posture is better. I put in my 2 weeks. That was a mistake, but I did that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like ultimately what it comes down to is like, I know that my boobs didn't get bigger. It's just that knowledge is power. Okay. Some of us aren't laughing. Hey, I get it. Honestly, that's fine. I don't need this anymore. All right. The trajectory of my life is different now with the knowledge that I have. I did that. I got to that classic thing that you do with a guy that you notice is like looking at your chest. I got to do that thing where I'm like, hey, my eyes are up here, you know. And he was like, I know there's just so much mustard on your shirt, it's insane. So things aren't really that different for me, actually. But yeah, I'm like on the cusp between Gen Z and millennial. And And a lot of people kind of will explain that the way you can really tell the difference is that millennials remember 9/11, okay? But my thing is that I don't remember 9/11, but I do remember 2001. So I don't know, I must have had my Tamagotchi on Do Not Disturb. Like, I don't know how I missed 9/11, but that happened somehow. So I asked my mom what I was doing on 9/11. And she said, well, I picked you up and then from kindergarten, and then we went to Fazoli's. And what's crazy is I remember going to Fazoli's. I remember doing that. Because it was a very specific trip, because I remember my mother crying out of Fazoli's. Right? And in my head, I'm just like, the spaghetti's not that bad, you know. But I don't know, it is weird, because I remember other cultural things from the time. Like, I do kind of identify more with like being a millennial. Like, I remember Blockbuster, very fond memories of Blockbuster. You know, I feel like, probably a lot of families did this. Like, every Friday, my dad, he'd get off work. My mom, she'd go get a bunch of movie snacks. And then we would all hijack a plane and fly it into a Blockbuster. That one's pretty funny. If you don't remember 9/11, that one's pretty funny. All right, can I just get serious for a second? I feel like I have to bring this up. It's been some discourse that I've been seeing online. I feel like I have to speak on it to some extent. I just gotta say, if squirt is piss, would that really be so bad? Like, would that be the worst thing in the world? Like, and I'm asking for someone else, I mean, would it be so bad? Like, what? I'm storing a lot in here. You want me to have something, another fluid? You want me to have, I mean, you're lucky it's piss, you know what I mean? Like, you're lucky it's piss. What do you want it to be? Do you want it to be Sprite? I mean, what do you want? Do you want to have sex with a woman? Or do you want to have sex with a Coca-Cola freestyle machine? All right. That's all I want to know. Probably a lot of people don't have opinions on this. It's fine. Really, my big issue is that if you're a man and your big thing is that you like when women squirt, and then you find out that it's piss and that changes things for you, you're a fucking poser. You're a poser. That's all I have to say. So I did have therapy earlier today. And my therapist actually, today, he told me, he was like, Allison, you're very insightful. And I had to say, okay, knowing fully that I was going to be doing this bit later today. I had to stone face him and say, thank you. But yeah, let's see. I do go to a therapist. I have some fears that I want to overcome. I have a big fear of roller coasters, specifically wooden roller coasters. That's probably my biggest fear. I think it's because growing up, I went to Kings Island a lot. And the first roller coaster I ever rode was this ride at Kings Island. We may know of it. It was called the Son of Beast. Okay. And yep, that is the noise you make on a roller coaster. Yep, that is. You got it. That's it. But yeah, that was the first roller coaster I ever rode. And I remember getting off this ride immediately traumatized. I had bruises all over myself. Later found out I actually got a concussion from riding this ride. And all of my friends were like, okay, so we rode the Son of Beast. It only makes sense that we go ride the Beast now, right? But I don't know about anyone else, but when a guy hurts me, I don't want to go ride his dad. Right, that's the last thing I want to do. But you guys have been fantastic. Thank you guys so much. I've been Allison Stapp.
Allison Stapp, folks. Give it up for her.